we're going to talk about Asana or sacred form, and this is the third limb of yoga, and often the most visible and the most well known. But at its heart, it was never meant to be performative. That's because Asana is about preparing the body for stillness. And also, it's a practice of attention, of stability and ease, not achievement. So, the original intention behind Asana was to support the nervous system, to help you build internal awareness and find a real felt sense of connection in your own body, between body, breath, and mind, as it were. So, when we move with presence, we create conditions for regulation. Our breath can slow, the body can feel safer and soften, and the mind can become far less reactive. So today we're going to explore a much gentler variation of Surya Namaskar or Sun Salutation. Now this is extremely simplified, it's accessible and it's very grounded. And this is going to be less about tradition and more about felt experience. We're going to honor the light within you, not by striving, but by softening into each shape. So when you're ready, join me on a mat or a towel. You won't need blocks or anything like that, but just make sure that you have a mat or a towel. And if you don't, maybe the soft carpet will be enough. Hey, so if you want to join me, if you have a mat, the front of your mat or your towel, we're going to ground through the feet. So we want them to be about a foot width apart. And what I mean by that is like this. So a foot width apart for steady balance. A slight bend in the knees. We're not locking the knees. We're going to tuck that tailbone, roll the shoulders away from the ears, externally rotate them, and have the palms facing forward. This is our mountain pose. So we're going to breathe in and out. Let it go through the mouth or the nose. And one more. And we're going to reach up with the arms as we inhale. And we have the arms in line with the ears. We can come up onto the tiptoes, really stretching up, looking ahead. Exhale, coming down, hinging at the hips, bending at the knees as we bring the hands down to the mat. And we're just going to let the head hang heavy and the hands hang heavy. Then we're going to come into a half lift. So we come up onto the fingertips, straighten the spine as we inhale, looking ahead. Then we exhale back down. And then we're going to step back, bringing both knees down. So we're coming into what we call a tabletop position, a slight bend in those elbows. Just check in, bring the elbows close to the knees. We're up on the forearms. Open palms, come up onto the hands and one hand span forward. We're pushing the ground away. We're going to inhale, expand into the belly, tilt the tailbone, pushing the ground away, lifting the chin, looking up to the sky. Exhale, tucking the chin, rounding through the shoulders, rounding through the middle spine, tucking that tailbone back in, contracting the belly. Then we're going to open the knees out to the side and take a child's pose, walking the hands forward, sinking the chin and the chest down, bringing the hips in contact with the heels if we can. Relax. Breathe in and out. And then we come back up onto the knees, coming back into our tabletop position. Curl the toes. Lift the knees off the mat, push the ground away. A slight bend in the elbows. Inhale, bringing the heels to the hips. The hips to the heels, hips to the sky, bending the knees as we pedal. We're bringing one heel down and then the other, pushing the ground away, opening the palms. And then we step, we walk, as many steps as it takes to get the feet in line with the palms at the front of the mat. Bending the knees forward, fold. Let the crown of the head hang heavy. Inhale, pushing the ground away as we come to a half lift. Straighten the knees. Exhale down. Inhale, reaching the arms, bending the knees all the way up to the sky. And exhale, bringing the hands to heart center. We're going to repeat that one more time. So, grounding through the feet. Have our feet about a foot width apart. What I mean by that is this. And then we tuck that tailbone, roll the shoulders away from the ears, externally rotate the shoulders, palms facing outward. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Inhale, coming up onto the tiptoes. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips, bending the knees. Let the hands hang heavy. Bring the hands, the fingertips to the ground, pushing the ground away as we inhale. We exhale, coming back into a forward fold. And we step back, bringing the knees down, pushing the ground away. We inhale, expanding through the belly, tilting that tailbone, tilting the spine, middle spine, upper, looking up to the sky. Exhale, tuck the chin, rounding through the shoulders, rounding through the spine. Really push that ground away. Open the knees out to the side, bring the hips towards the heels. Walk the hands out. Let the elbows hang down. Let the head and the chest fall to the ground. Inhale up and exhale down, sinking deeper. Walking the hands back. Check in with our alignment, so bringing those elbows close to the knees, coming up onto the palms, pushing the ground away, curl the toes, hips to the heels and hips to the sky, pedaling the feet downward facing dog. We're pushing the ground away, so we're making an upside down B. Then we step, walk, or jump the feet in between the palms at the front of the mat. Bend the knees, hinging at the hips, pushing the ground away. As we come into a half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the arms up either side of the body, up above the head, and hands to heart center as we come into prayer. Thank you so much. You can repeat this as many times as you wish. Take care. Namaste. Okay, so this variation of Surya Namaskar is a reminder that movement really doesn't need to be complex or performative to be meaningful. So when we move with presence, the body becomes a vehicle for regulation, the breath a rhythm for remembrance. Now, these shapes, they are not just transitions, they are rituals, each one giving you a chance to practice returning to your breath, to your body, and to your now. So to integrate, you might want to ask yourself which of these movements brought you the most ease. Can one of them become a reset point during your day, or a shape that can bring you back to yourself? What would change if you moved to feel more, not just to do more or go further? And the body remembers what the mind forgets. So movement, when offered gently, becomes medicinal. So what shape will you carry forward as a gesture of honouring yourself? Thanks for joining me. Namaste.